Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido in what was a sunny California, then it turned to rain. How's your day been? Have you had a super fantastic sparkling Friday? I have. So, I sat down last night to watch Skyfall. Was watching the movie, having a great time with it. I really didn't remember much of it, and I was trying to think, when did the last time I saw this? And I probably only seen it once before, and I know I saw it in the movies, but I don't think I ever saw it on DVD. So I had the Blu-ray disc playing last night, and everything was going fine, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the movie, it freezes. And I'm sitting there and going, crap. And I looked at the time, and I thought, I really can't be bothered dealing with it right now. So I just turned everything off and went to bed. So tonight I'm going to have a look at the DVD and figure out why it stopped playing. I do have it. It does come with... I said it came with a second DVD. But I'm thinking, I don't think it does. Might be a different movie. Anyway, so I'm going to have to check it out and see why it froze in the middle of the movie, and if I can get past that frozen portion of it. But then as I was watching Skyfall last night, I also thought, this is this whole thing with Daniel Craig coming in and doing James Bond. It's almost like starting with Casino Royale. I had a thought about it. I thought it's almost like they rebooted James Bond, because you got all these great movies up until the end of the Pierce Brosnan season era. So there was 20 movies that he did. 20 movies in total up to that point. The last 3 that I've been watching, because I still haven't seen Spectre yet. So the last 3 have been completely different to the previous James Bond movies. And so it got me thinking. I thought, this is almost like they have rebooted James Bond. So they started with Casino Royale. And because you remember when I talked about Casino Royale, how I had to hang up about the fact that in the previous movie with James Bond, it was Pierce Brosnan, and 4 movies before that, she was calling her, M, who was the same M in Casino Royale, was calling him a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. And fast forward to 4 movies later, and now she's giving him his 00 license. There was that inconsistency in the fact that he was an older-looking Bond and all that sort of stuff. And there's just all these little inconsistencies that just kind of bugged me. But then when I was watching Skyfall last night, it suddenly dawned on me, they've rebooted James Bond. When they brought in Daniel Craig, they did a complete reboot. They had a new director and everything. And if you watch the movies, compared to the previous movies, it's a complete transformation on how they do it. Yes, they've caught up with the fact that there's that we're now doing it in modern times. They're still bringing the Aston Martin, though, like the Aston Martin. But everything else about it is completely different. Like in Casino Royale, the first time you hear him say Bond, James Bond, is the very last line of the movie. Towards the beginning, when he does his first kill as 00, that's when you see the gun barrel portion that they show in all the James Bond movies. But in the next one, Quantum of Solace, you don't see the gun barrel piece till the very end of the movie. So they bring it in the end credits. And I did not see it. Did I see it in the beginning of Skyfall? I only saw half of Skyfall last night, and I can't remember if they showed it or not. But it got me thinking, this is a very different James Bond, a very edgy. And there's a great foot chase not only in Casino Royale, which I've already talked about, but there's another great foot chase in Quantum of Solace. And then in Skyfall, there's an awesome motorcycle chase that is just amazing. That goes from a motorcycle onto a train. This whole chase scene thing. And I thought, wow, that is really cool. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the Daniel Craig thing. I've kind of now gotten over the continuity factor that they had between switching from Pierce Brosnan to Daniel Craig and going back to the very first 00 movie. It suddenly dawned on me, they've rebooted James Bond. It's as simple as that. Think of all the other movies that have been a reboot. Like how many times they rebooted Batman and Spider-Man and Superman and all of those movies. How many times have those movies been redone? And with James Bond, they've now rebooted him, made him edgier, a little darker. He's got a very dark sense of humor. I love the humor that he has. But now that I've cottoned onto that fact that they've rebooted, it's all kind of clicked into place, and it's much more enjoyable to watch. So I'm going to figure out what went on with Skyfall last night and try and get that finished tonight. I think I have a second DVD which has a standard version, not the HD version on it. So we'll go check that out. What else happened today? Oh, and then my dog has developed a knicker fetish. I was on a call having a great conversation. I got off the call. I went up to go and was going to get something out of the bedroom, sorry. And I looked down on the floor, and there's my knickers on the floor. No holes in them this time, except for the ones that are supposed to be there. And I picked them up and I checked them over. No teeth marks. And I looked at Zeffie and went, "What's going on with this?" And she just looked at me, put her head back down, and went back to sleep. And I went to the bedroom. And because I have a laundry bag in there, and she had pulled them all out. No holes in any of them except the ones that are supposed to be there. I'm like, I'm going to have to make sure that my laundry bag is completely shut tight, that she can't get into it. But yeah, so she's developed a knicker fetish. And then today I got to have 2 amazing connections. And I have to tell you about them because these 2 women rock. The first one was Chris Dyer. She has a business called Embellished Butterfly, and she uses the Swarovski crystals to decorate gifts. So she adds the bling to the gifts with Swarovski crystals. Phenomenal job. I mean, the stuff is amazing. So you got to check out her website at embellishedbutterfly.com. Go check out her. She does gorgeous, gorgeous work. And yeah, just go check it out. Embellishedbutterfly.com. It's amazing. I mean, taking like things like the metal water bottles and blinging them out, and she does gorgeous work. It's just amazing work. Very talented woman. And then my other contact today was with Terza, and I can't remember Terza's last name now. But she has a business called the Terza Factor, and she designs clothes. And she does the artwork and gets it printed onto clothing and pillows and phone cases. And I'm actually getting a pair of their slip-on shoes, which look really, because my friend Casey got some. I thought, oh, those look really good. And he has them blue, and I thought, oh, they look really good. And so I said to her, I want to get a pair, but I want. And she said, what color? And I said, purple. So she sent me this information on this amazing pair of purple slip-on shoes that look really good and comfortable in the canvas, which I thought would be great around the RV, just around the outside, because it's always nice to have a pair of shoes you can just quickly slip on when you got to go around the back or outside to check on something on the outside. It's always good to have some slip-on shoes for that, because having to sit down, put shoes on, because I hate wearing shoes. So if there's because I have no arches, I'm flat-footed, so I have no arches. I hate wearing shoes, so I'm always walking around in bare feet, but right now I'm walking around in socks because it's a little cold. But so check out the terzafactor.com. That's TERZA. I'll put both links into the description of this video, but go check them out. They're both ladies are very talented and do amazing work. And Zeffie's gone in her crate early. Look at that. Say hi, Zeffie. She's had an awesome day. She's been laying on the couch up at the windows, checking everybody out. I think we went out 4 times today. So we had a big long walk this morning, 2 shorter two shorter works late morning, another one mid-afternoon between my 2 calls with Chris and Terza, and then our evening walk. So, and I have to show you. Now, it looked really stupid when it was on, but it worked brilliantly. So when I was out walking the other night, I usually go out with my flashlight. So I got this little flashlight. It's an LED bulbs and all that, and it works really. God, that light's bad. Let's try turning around. I don't think that one's much better either. God, I look old. Oh, that's right. It's my birthday next week. So I usually carry this, but of course I'm having to carry it in my hand, and I've got the strap on it so I can go around my wrist. And I saw somebody walking along with one of those headlamps, the ones that go on your head. And I thought, hang on, I have one of those. So I went and dug my headlamp out tonight and stuck it on, and it looked really, I don't know if I can get it on one-handed. Let's see if we can. Oh, we'll just do this. So I had my little headlamp on. I know it looks totally stupid. Look at my hair. This is basically what it looks like, and you just tilt it down so you can see where you're walking as you walk, and it made it so much easier. I didn't have to worry about trying to put a flashlight in between my teeth so I could get her little poop bags out to clean her up and all that sort of stuff. So these things are great for when you're walking a dog at night because it leaves you with free hands. So I tried it out. It worked brilliantly. I'm like, yes, we'll do that again. So that's definitely so that's now sitting by the door for our walk and stuff. So that's it from me. I'm off to figure out my problem with Skyfall so I can watch the rest of the movie so that I can, tomorrow night I'm babysitting. So it'll be Sunday night before I get to see Spectre. Because tomorrow I have my mastermind group. And I love my mastermind group. And I'm going to be joining online since I can't be in LA for that. Because I've got babysitting duties tomorrow night with the grandkids, which is going to be awesome. Love babysitting my grandkids. They're getting so big. I mean, Darmick's almost 5. Bo's, what's he now, 14 months? Yeah. It's, they're getting older. Getting independent as well. So that's it from me. If you have a solution on, oh, no, I really can't because it's dirty laundry in the laundry bag. Yeah, I'll just have to make sure I pull the toggle on the laundry bag so a certain dog cannot get into my knickers again. It's a little knicker fetish that she has. But at least she didn't destroy them this time. Last time she put big holes into the crutch of a... Fortunately, it was an old pair that probably should have been thrown out anyway, so she was just making sure they needed to be thrown out. All the other ones are good, so she has no need to go putting holes in them, which she didn't, which was good. So yeah, I'm going to go figure out my Skyfall problem with my DVD and try and watch the end of that. But I wanted to wish you all a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. And until then, hei konera.